Steph Infection. I have a guest on today that I've been fucking hounding to do this damn podcast since I started a year ago. Chris fucking Fairbanks.
Hi. That's me. Okay, I heard my name. I was getting ready.
Good. You were really in the zone before I said your name, and now you're ready to do it.
I had an email issue. I was getting all these alerts, and I've fixed that, and so now I would get your email. I just wanted to address.
Were you blocking my email specifically?
I was getting casting calls for background work.
Oh, you
and
got
stunt work. Yeah.
Stunt work.
I was like, why am I getting these? I just went into the, I fixed the...
fixed the problem.
Yes. And so now I would get your email.
Okay.
In case you want to email.
I don't ever want to email you again. This is it.
I got you. I'm sorry that I permanently damaged our relationship.
Wait, did you ever do stunt work? Why would you be getting stunt work emails?
Yeah, I've done some driving. And
really?
Yeah, and I'm getting skateboarding ones, but every time I've gone, it's like a bunch of pro skateboarders that are younger and handsome and way better at skating, and I'm like, okay, I have to take this off. And I lied and put horseback riding.
I have that too on mine. Why do we lie about these things?
These are all things that are like from years ago when I was willing to ride a horse in a commercial.
Yeah, I said equestrian. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
Equestrian? What the fuck is that?
I don't know. I like the look of the feed center in Malibu. Yeah. It's now a surf store, but I made me Google what equestrian is.
What is equestrian? I still don't know what it is.
Oven related to horseplay.
Okay, good. Ignore my cough. Good. Okay, because you do skateboard.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen your clips.
Yeah, once quarantine started up and I got used to my new hip, which we'll probably talk about.
We're getting into that.
Oh, don't get me started, because I'll bore you with my hip talk all day.
That's why you're here.
Yeah. What was the question?
I used to skateboard a lot.
Yes, and I started again when I had nothing to do during quarantine, where nothing was expected of me. My career was on hold, as was everyone else's, so my gray hair went away. And
did it?
Yeah, I had a great time.
Really?
Skateboarding and golfing. And I'd saved some money for a car. I don't have a new car now, but I had a great
had that
couple
money
of years.
Aside.
Yeah.
So you thrived in COVID. Some people did.
Yeah, I'm afraid I did.
No, I don't. I think some people, you took either the full depressed, not like people chose to do it, but like you people made with it. Some people did good. Some people didn't have a choice. The way they turned.
And I hate saying I was thriving because people lost their grandparents and stuff, but mostly they lost their uncle that was weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's sad. It's sad that people died, and I'm not making light of that.
No. I will say I kind of thrived as well.
Yeah.
I like tripled my social media. I did quite well. People started knowing who I was. Bill Burr found me for my fucking videos. I don't tell you.
Yeah, right. That's what I saw people doing, like buckling down and putting, videos up on TikTok. And that's not what I was doing. I was playing outside.
Yeah, but you were doing yourself a mental good service.
Right.
I was not.
Right. Yes. So there are good. I don't regret what I did, and I'd do it again because I really enjoy skating and golfing. All I do is golf now. If before COVID you said I'd be golfing 3 or 4 times a week.
3 or 4 times a week?
Yeah, I'm addicted to it.
Are you good?
And I didn't really care. Yeah, I'm doing tournaments and stuff.
Tournaments?
Yeah, I mean the ones where they're like, "Hey, you're a comedian. Do you want to do this tournament?"
Okay.
They're not picking me because of my golfing.
Oh, but do they pair you? I'm picturing Happy Gilmore, where they pair you with like you're the celebrity and they pair you with like a regular guy.
Yes. No, it is. Yeah.
Oh, that's fun. I want to do that.
Yeah, a group of guys. Last time I won a tournament with a bunch of plumbing and heating guys. They were so good at golf, but we didn't talk about politics. They literally had Trump hats.
Did they? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But I should have been making video, for a while. I was like, I'm going to make cooking videos or I'm going to do this. And people they were thirsty for content.
They were thirsty for content.
But I kind of bailed on that. As soon as things came back, people's life was normal and everyone's thriving, that's when I started
doing the videos, and everyone's like, "We're done the videos."
Yeah,
now.
I'm gonna start drinking again. Everyone seems to be doing well. Let me stop working out.
No. I want to golf.
Yeah.
I hate to toot my own horn. I've only tried a couple times. I can hit the ball pretty fucking far. The problem is my angle. We're a little off course, but the distance, pretty fucking far.
Yeah.
We're getting it way down where people are going, "What the fuck?" And I go, well,
And it's an addictive feeling.
It is.
Once you hit it straight and far.
God, what is that?
The consistency part is so hard.
Straight and far.
Because I
People
can
like it
still
straight and far.
suck just because something's in my mind, on my mind. And
That's
then
bizarre.
I just won't do well.
But the money, expensive.
I thought it would be more expensive. LA Municipal Golf, not only has it brought me friends that are like 90-year-old Korean men, like I love that I have this new peer group. It's like I text these old men and I'm like,
you
hey,
serious?
you want to go Thursday? Yeah. One guy's, he's 83, but he's a magician
Wow,
at Magic Castle.
He's an 83-year-old musician. You and a magician.
Yeah. And he does tricks if you get a birdie. He's terrific.
This sounds like a good time.
Yeah. I love that. And then I'm skateboarding with guys that are like 20.
Oh shit!
Those
Look
are my
at you.
two peer groups.
You're just really stretching it out there, really widening that field.
Yeah.
You're like, no more drunk comedians. I want young boys and old.
Yeah,
very old
nobody
men.
my age, please.
No.
Yeah.
Weird. Don't want anything.
I like the
really...
fringe, and I shouldn't even talk about it.
Are you doing live shows again?
Oh yeah.
Good. I haven't seen her in a bit, and
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know what shows I should be doing in LA. I mean, I do the improv and stuff.
Yeah.
But I wait until I'm on the road, and then I'm like, boy, I'm rusty. I wonder why.
I wonder why I haven't done
golfing and skating.
You're not running your bits on the 82-year-old musician?
Oh yeah. We always riff.
You're riffing.
He doesn't get much.
No, he's too busy pulling a bunch of like scarves out of his mouth. He's like, I can't laugh right now. I'm in the middle of my own bit.
Yeah.
Have you been to the Magic Castle?
Yeah. You think it's going to be lame, and it's I'm turned to a little kid, and I'm amazed. I get pulled into the world, and I'm like, okay, I like magic, I guess. But on paper, I'm not like a magician guy.
Okay.
And then I'm there, and I'm like, this is terrific.
On paper, you're a young boy lover.
Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, or elderly people. Don't forget about them.
Don't forget about the old guys.
Equal opportunity boners. No, let's edit that out. I'm kidding.
No. I make fun of Chris D'Elia nonstop on this podcast. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's open game here. Yeah.
He's a terrible magician. I'll start with that.
Yeah, that's the problem with Chris D'Elia. It's the magic is bad. If he was better at doing a little sleight of hand, no one would know.
The problem I have with the Magic Castle is I showed up once and I had I was dressed nice, but I was wearing jeans. They weren't Levi's. They were nice jeans.
I thought Levi's were nice jeans.
Yeah, they are.
What the heck? They're expensive. They're like fucking $80.
All jeans are expensive. This kid working the door is like, you got to be wearing a suit. He had some pleated front Dockers with a jizz stain on them. I'm like, my pants are nicer than your pants. It's like, you can't come in unless it's the type of cotton. He's like, they judge you based on fabric there.
Really?
Yeah, and not quality. Just
And you had to leave?
Yeah. And I had an invite. I had a date.
Oh, my God.
And another time they just made me wear one of their suit jackets. Now I know if you go to the Magic Castle, you have to dress up like you're going to a wedding because these nerds take it seriously.
So then why wouldn't they have spare pants?
You'd think they'd have pants.
How dare them? They have this judgment. They can give you pants. Have 3 different size pants.
Yeah, I'm 32-30. It's a very
Classic.
average, normal, classic pant size.
Yeah.
Have them on a hanger, you nerd. Or at least before you judge another man's pants, make sure there isn't. I'm not kidding. There was a white, maybe it was mayonnaise, but front and center, baby.
No. Front and center's jizz.
You should make that stain disappear.
Yeah.
Start with that trick.
Also, when you're eating, I feel like most people, when they're staining, they get on the shirt. That's jizz.
Yeah.
Jizz is pants.
Well, yeah, what were you
Why was
eating with your back arched?
Yeah.
He had a hoagie
on your dick.
He shoved it in the steering wheel, and he's just eating it. No hands again. Why do I do this? Well, on the freeway.
He's training to be in the Magic Castle. That's why. That's his trick.
Oh, right.
No hands, hoagie eating. Yeah.
They have close-up magic. They have the big room magic, or you can get in this nerd's car and watch his tricks on the freeway.
So, but okay, have you had jizz on your pants before? Now I'm on the jizz pants thing.
Oh, as an adult, I will often look down and be like, well, people know that's jizz. I guess I should have washed these pants because I don't launder my pants all the damn time. Shirts.
You don't launder. Yeah. Oh no, we're not
Shirts,
laundering
of
your
course.
pants all the time.
And my shirts are riddled with jizz.
Yeah.
But my pants, I kind of let it slide if there's. And sometimes I don't know that it's jizz. It could be tzatziki sauce.
Okay. But how is the jizz? Okay, are you jerking off with the pants on still? Is that what the jizz is there?
I would think that they belong in prison if you know someone that takes their pants off, like a fifth grader when he pees, to masturbate. If someone's taking and folding them
On the corner of the bed?
Well,
I'll be right with you.
Yeah.
And then goes back to
these legs and socks and shoes, which I've kept on, will be right with you, pants.
I thought, so you just unbutton it and go.
Right.
In my head, the pants were coming at least down to the knees.
Oh, no. That would be... Yeah.
That would be weird.
It's too clinical. Yeah. Because you'd have to sit in a chair with your knees together. Yeah.
I just found out recently the guys are standing up to jerk off. And this is a whole new thing for me. I had no idea.
Yeah, I suppose, like, if I'm in a hurry,
You're
or I
standing up.
know I'm going to have to dash.
Yeah. It's those rush jerk offs that really get you going.
You got to be on your feet if you're going to do a spank and dash.
You're on your tippy toes. You're like, any minute now, any minute.
Tippy toes.
Like the Flintstone sound, you know, the Flintstones would tick when he's bowling.
Yeah.
Very specific reference that you don't know.
No, I was singing
Yeah.
when Scooby-Doo and Shaggy are about to run, but they can't get their footing. It's like, and then I took off. Yeah.
So you are standing up if you're in a rush. You're lying down? Women lie down.
No.
I assume. Are we lying down?
Sometimes I do.
Sitting up.
It depends on how much, if I want to just get it out of the way or I'm looking at an erotic quarantine evening, I might lay down.
An erotic quarantine evening.
Yeah.
That sounds like you're bringing out some old magazines that you've just been savoring.
From a rusty chest in my garage.
It's time for the old quarantine evening ritual. You've unlocked this big rusty...
My father's old stag films, reel to reel. I put on a dusty right glove.
Oh, God.
No.
Jizz filled. Okay, we can
Never.
get off the jizz. I just really...
No, I'm doing pretty
states.
good with all that. I haven't been watching adult films or anything. I think they're bad for your brain.
I think they are.
Yeah.
I do. And
I mean, we all watch them.
I watch them sometimes.
Sure,
A
we
lot of people
all-
use the imagination. I can't... Either sometimes I'm just thinking about absolutely nothing, which is almost more weird. Like I'm thinking about my to-do list. I'm like, okay, I need to have one.
Right.
Which is sick.
Yeah, I almost think that lay down time is imagination time. Sit down time
Okay.
is computer. Let's get this over with, you
Okay.
dirty boy. And business time, that's
You say that to yourself,
you
too.
dirty, dirty boy. Look at the mess you've made. No, little boy. That's me calling my own penis.
Yeah. And then you're like, oh, hold on, it's my 80-year-old friend from the Magic Castle. No, I was just yelling at my little boy. It wasn't you.
Yes, he's wearing a tiny propeller hat. I hang it up on my balls.
You should get little tiny hats. That'd be good merch for you.
Oh,
Little tiny penis propeller hats.
I've been trying to think of what I could sell on Etsy or a lot of people do T-shirts, but
No. T-shirts are overdone now.
little pee-pee hats. I love miniatures, and I'm not kidding.
Yes.
During quarantine, that's kind of what I got into because I've always been interested in like Wallace
Tiny
and
things.
Gromit backgrounds and stop motion animation.
Okay.
Not dolls. I wasn't playing with dolls. Yes, I was.
Sure. I was like,
I had an
sure.
older sister. Let's be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah,
I played
yeah.
with some fucking dolls, right?
There we go. Okay. The most awkward high five I've ever seen in my life.
Just fingertips grazing your wrist. You got to look at the elbow.
I wasn't paying attention. It was also the wrong hand. So have you ever been to? You've been to Vancouver. Have you been to Victoria?
Yeah,
island?
for sure.
They have a miniature town. They have a whole little.
I've been told about it multiple
It's really
times.
good.
Yeah.
It's honestly really good, which sounds crazy.
I will go.
You should go.
Next time I go there.
Yeah.
I love. Where are you from?
Toronto.
Okay, cool.
But,
I'd like
yeah.
to go there.
You never been to Toronto?
The last time I did a show with Rob Pugh. And
I love Rob Pugh. Oh
he's
my
the
God.
best. Yeah.
He's the fucking best. He's just such a funny, nice guy.
He was one of the, when I was young and I first went to like a festival in Calgary, he was one of the like young comics where I'm like, oh, that guy it's like he's been doing stand-up for 10 years.
Yeah. He probably, I guess what he probably had been.
Yeah.
That's us Canadians. We've been doing it. Rob was one of the guys who got picked to be Jim for The Office. He flew out here and tested to be.
I had a callback for Jim on The Office.
Did
I
you?
didn't know. Yeah, Krasinski was in there, and he had jeans on, not nice ones, not
Jizz
to
stain?
sound like a guy that works at the Magic Castle, jizz all over him. And he was wearing flip-flops, and his toes just looked like ginger root. And I'm like, what? But he's confident. And then he went in there, and he came out, and he did that thing where he's like, he said, you guys can all go home. I'm just kidding. Like
he did that?
That was the first time I'd heard that joke. And I was all nervous, and I went in there and chewed it.
Really?
I did okay the first time, second time. But I didn't know Rob was also.
Yeah.
And then Krasinski, look at him now.
Ginger root and all.
Yeah.
Did he buff those things up? Do you think he
I
got them
just
all?
can't. You see it a lot in North Carolina. Jeans with flip-flops. Everyone. Every kid there. This was years ago. But
I literally would have been, if I was the casting director, I would have been like, if he walked in with his toes out and those square toenails and one little loose hair, I would have been like, you're not getting the part.
Or you look at him and it's like, wow, this guy's got unshakable confidence to be able to come in here with those, looked like he tap danced on an old tree. That doesn't make sense.
Old Krasinski, that's what they say, old tap dancing tree fucking
old stump kicker over here. He can deliver a line. But he's good in things.
I do that line. Now I feel like this is a very hack line. I only do that line, and I guess I'm realizing now that it doesn't make sense when I eat shit so bad in the audition that I come out, and in my head it's so funny. I go, you guys don't need to be here anymore. But I'm saying it because I just bombed so badly.
Right.
But I'm realizing that I am throwing people off thinking that I killed. But I literally, there was one that was so bad. The woman was like, halfway through the line, she's like, we've seen enough. And I was like, all right. I didn't audition so badly one time. I was literally in the middle of doing this character called Fudge Judy, hilarious bit, where I would just smear Nutella on my face and do a really bad Judge Judy impression.
Did you go in with that?
Oh yeah, mid-smear doing the impression. He goes, that's enough. And I went, do I finish the bit? And he's like, it's unnecessary. And I go, okay. And then I had to walk out with this tub of Nutella all over my face. It was so embarrassing.
See, the problem is, though, that casting person that made that decision ruined it for you, because whoever actually is making the decision to have you be in the thing, then work with you, isn't the one sitting there. You know what I'm saying?
He also was a pervert. He worked for CBS. Rick something. He worked on the CBS diversity. I'm going to out him. I don't give a fuck. He's been outed already. The diversity like sketch thing. It was that.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So him and Fern, who was a piece of shit.
Wait, it's a sketch thing? Let you finish your fudge bit.
Let me finish my fudge bit, God damn it. It was a funny bit.
So he's got a weird thing about Nutella. Don't bring your
does.
dietary restrictions in this room.
But I was wearing flip-flops.
Oh, I'm so mad.
And I have heinous feet, so that I can't believe
That's what it was. It was your goddamn toes.
I was using my feet actually to put the Nutella on. Do you think that was the problem?
Yeah. You need to be like me. Take it all off before you.
Take it all off, head to toe. Oh my God. Okay, I do want to get into the hip thing, and I don't want to rush us into it, but I do need to get into the hip thing because it's a lot.
Pick a part of the body.
So how many other things? Okay, well, before the hip thing was just the one I knew about. Do you have a lot of like ailments and stuff? What's going on here?
I've been injured a lot, I think, is the main. I don't know why the hip thing happened. Let's just talk about that. Because I've done a number of things snowboarding where it's like, okay, that would cause permanent damage, or I felt something pop out and go back in. Which I've done to my shoulder. I've done that. My ankles. I've broken both. One time I broke my one foot and one ankle at the same time.
Oh my God!
Just skateboarding, jumping, and there was like a hidden rock. And then I had to drive. Both the time I hurt my shoulder too, I had to drive home. No one knew how to drive a stick. No one knows how to drive a stick anymore.
Fuck.
And it's always like, but driving, shifting, and using a clutch with. I didn't know my foot was broken. I knew the ankle was, but I drove all the way from Great Falls, Montana to Missoula, Montana.
No.
And then, anyway, those are fine. Like most things heal, but my hip was bothering me. I didn't know how I injured it. But then the doctor just said, oh, you were born with bad hips. You have the hips of an old man. Nothing.
That's what he said.
This is a gift from God. And I was like, well, amen. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Because I'm supposed to get the other one done. But the problem.
Well, you started feeling pain. Like you didn't have like a weird skateboard thing.
It was like a bubble it was like just a presence. I was always pushing on it. Even when I was 17, I didn't remember this until I watched old skate footage, and I was like complaining about my hip is weird. And everyone's like, shut up, quit talking about your hip. I didn't know I was talking about my hip for 20 years.
Oh my God.
And then it just started turning into electric shooting. Like, what the hell was that?
Oh,
like
God.
my bone, when your bones touch together, it's like licking a battery or something.
God.
And so I got this cobalt hip. As I'm recovering, there's this Netflix documentary called The Bleeding Edge that is about different implants. Like the big one was vaginal mesh. You always see the late night. And that's you have mesh, right?
I have mesh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, my insides
You
have been
can get
trying
it
to leave my body for
cosmetically
years. Yeah. I
feel
just hate the way my vagina looks, so I want to keep it in.
it's vaginal mesh, and then there was like but one of them was my exact hip. And this guy caused him to go blind and get Alzheimer's.
No.
They're like, yeah, once cobalt gets into your bloodstream. Meanwhile, this thing, my body's just getting used to having this thing. I'm like, oh, terrific. And right around that time, I think unrelated, but I needed glasses. Like my whole life, I haven't had to have these Dahmers.
Okay, wait. Go. You really skipped ahead here. You had hip pain and then cobalt. I don't know what's going on here.
I got my hip replaced.
Okay, there we go. Yeah.
Violent procedure.
Yeah. This is what I want to get into. Yeah. You're really grazed over this.
Yeah, I did.
We talked more about Krasinski's toes than we did about the old hip.
Oh, let's go back into it.
So you're having pain. They go in. They're like, it needs to come out. And how old were you when this happened?
It was 5 years ago. Six now.
So you're a young man. Were they not like, this is very rare?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like, I don't know why you have zero cartilage in your hips. You must have been born with it.
Okay. Oh, maybe.
Yeah. And then, and so he said what they were going to do. It's more of a research. They don't cut your bone off. It's just a helmet, like made of cobalt, and then a cup in there. So it's 2 pieces of cobalt. I'm doing this with my hands.
Yeah,
and
I don't know.
You do like magic.
I don't know what is cobalt. Am I stupid? I don't know what that is.
No, it's like it's basically a metal that if and when the bombs go off, nothing will be sitting there except for this piece of metal. Like it's invincible,
really?
And I guess it lasts 40 years.
Okay.
So old hip replacements, they last like 10 years or 15,
but
and then they wear out. This I will have forever. Yeah,
wow.
And if I do need to get it replaced, I still have my bone in there. They can still do a full hip replacement.
Okay.
This is a resurfacing, right? I've been reckless saying it's a hip replacement.
Okay.
I'd like to apologize to the hip community.
Yeah. They're very upset.
But I watched the video on YouTube, and it's insane. It was like it's like they're using power tools and goggles. There's blood. It's just on YouTube. A big guy grabs a leg and cranks it until it pops off. And the body's jiggling, and I'm like,
why would you watch this before or after the surgery?
I know. I was in Montana at a bar, and someone's like, oh, I got that surgery. Here, watch this. And I'm having drinks with my friends, and I was like, yeah. For 45 minutes, I watched the whole surgery. And then I got wheeled in there, and I recognized all the dudes. And the big guy was there, and I'm like, you're going to rip my leg off.
Why is this part of your YouTube? This needs to be off.
I know. I wish I hadn't watched it because I was way more scared.
Well, yes.
But it made me understand, oddly, when I was recovering, why I was in so much pain. And it's like, well, that's because it's not the device that was put in me. It's because some guy twisted my leg off. So this is pain more like...
Who's this guy that's twisting? I'm picturing like a really jacked man that comes in who's not a doctor. He's like...
all dirty and wearing overalls. Yeah. I was chopping wood, but they said I'm strong. And then he... no, they were all
wearing a kilt. He just was about to toss a caber and he comes in first. Leg off.
I'd love to have surgery, but can he stop playing bagpipes? He had a Utila kilt on. And
oh my God.
No, it was a bunch of smart guys, and they all came up and introduced themselves and told me what their role was, and it's the best thing that I've ever done for myself. Like the minute I was done, I like woke up, I guess not the minute, hours later, they had me get up and walk around, and the minute I had weight on it, I could tell my bones weren't touching.
Oh wow.
I was experiencing all the other pain and I knew why that was happening because I watched that video.
And your leg was ripped off.
Yeah, my leg was popped off my body. Just that far. They have to get above your bone and drill a thing down it. So I knew why they popped my leg off. But then they put it back on.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is fucked up. So they're drilling you open. They cut fully open.
Yeah.
How bad is the scar?
It's not. I mean, it's getting better. I put oils on
Are you
it.
doing the vitamin B oil?
Bio oil.
Bio oil.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do put it on there.
Yeah.
I do all this stuff.
You need the oils.
Yeah, I put it on there. I started recently. The scar has set in. I could show it, but it's not.
So, okay, we don't need to see it, but I kind of do want to see it. Okay, they open the leg up.
It's like that long.
So you immediately, that's big. You immediately are walking right after. That's wild. They're like,
with a walker. I went. It's so dumb. I agreed to do the Funny Fest, that festival in Calgary where I met Rob Pugh. I agreed to do it like 2.5 weeks after surgery, and I went up there with a walker. I had my bag on a walker.
You flew.
And let me tell you,
Canada.
They just carted me off. Those carts came. I didn't even consult anyone. They just drove me around. It was the easiest trip I've ever made. People were grabbing my bags.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
You kept that walker
There's
around.
some benefits to the walker. No one talks about that. Plus, I had a pooper, a seat on it, so I could use the bed. Yeah.
You just poop it on the plane.
Oh, yeah, everywhere, anywhere. Everywhere I wanted. All over. All at once.
Yeah. On stage, you walked down, you're like, give me a second. I didn't have time to go before the set. Just shitting on stage.
I was doing sets with like my ice pack. Like,
oh, my God.
In my pants.
2.5 weeks is not enough time. Also, I've never heard of Funny Fest.
Right.
Not like that. Not like I'm Mrs. Canada, but I feel like it ain't that good of a festival. I've never fucking heard of it in my entire life.
I feel like they picked me out when I was like in Texas long ago. Like when I was 2 years in, this guy had me going up there. But it's not the best thing happening in Calgary.
The old Funny Fest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's great.
You have some water. You stopped. You're about to drink.
You should see the logo. It's a cow sitting on his own udders like it's a little stool. Funny Fest indeed.
I'm not even like... I was in Canada my whole life. How did I never hear about?
No one has.
I need to look it up.
We've gone through this. I've with so many.
I've
Canadian
heard at Funny Fest Calgary. I literally. Oh, there it is.
Do you see the logo?
There it is.
Look at that cow.
Okay, this.
Ouch! Does that hurt?
I'm curious to see like what other fucking 23rd annual. It's still going.
Yeah.
It's still going.
Oh
my God.
I politely recline. I lay back and say no. Yeah, it's not quite.
No, you're telling me this festival that is in literally what looks like a poorly attended banquet hall. The last time I did
it was banquet halls of golf courses outside.
My God.
But it opened up the world of doing stand-up in Canmore and Airdrie and other parts of Alberta.
I've never seen any of these comedians in my entire life. Okay, I gotta put that away.
That's where I got my start.
That's the Funny Fest in Calgary.
Yeah.
Okay, so how long did it take to fully heal then?
To be a normal person and like walk around to where no one would notice you just got your hip replaced, which was a dangerous time. I'm pretty vulnerable because now no one's picking me up and grabbing my bags. Yeah. Walking around, it was just like 4 or 5 months.
Okay.
But to where I could actually skate again and because they move your muscles, like they settled in slightly a different place. So everything I knew, like to kickflip or something on my skateboard, my leg would not go straight like it used to. It all of a sudden was going slightly to the left. It's like my leg was possessed.
Oh.
But imagine your whole life, the brain signal to do this with your leg has been the same, and then all of a sudden everything's off.
Just
a little bit. Yeah,
oh,
it was
bizarre.
So I had to get used to it, and I started skating it again. So I'd have to turn my shoulders slightly to make my leg go in the right direction. But it's all starting. So all that took like 2 years.
Oh, shit. That's a lot to relearn.
Yeah. And I was wearing padded pants. I had a big square padded ass. Everyone's like, what's with a square ass? But I was wearing, because it hurts to fall on it.
SpongeBob SquareAss over here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
People were calling me exactly that. See? Not that you did an old hacky ass joke.
I did. It was a very hack joke.
A lot of people were calling me SpongeBob SquareAss over here.
So it does hurt to fall.
I'm not kidding.
Does it hurt more to fall on it now?
It hurt. It sucks to land on it.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it feels like electricity.
Oh, my God. And you're still skating. You're going, fuck.
Yeah, I'm just used to it. And the more I fall on it, the more it builds a little bump.
Okay.
And so it's fine.
Do you think you're better now at skating?
Because I'm scared, I still go slower than I would like to be skating.
Okay.
But a lot of the tricks are coming back, and I'm 48, but I'm still learning stuff, so it makes me pretty happy. But,
And you said that you mentioned they wanted to do the other side at some point.
yeah, but after I got this one done, this one started to feel better, just because in general I'm more aligned.
Okay.
Yeah. I like telling jokes, but this is the more informational part. I need not panic when there isn't just laughs, right?
Yes. This is Steph infection. People enjoy.
And so my biggest fear, they got me out of that hospital within 24 hours because he was so worried about an infection happening, a Steph one.
Really?
Yeah, because I have this big ass scar. He's like, no, you don't get it, because I'm getting their pain medication and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I was comfortable, and they're like, nope, you're going home. So I went home, and then they sent people to my house that's like, lift your leg 20 times, like mean militant.
It's the same guy that ripped your leg out. He came over.
Yeah. I mean, it's similar, like a guy that's ripped for no reason, kind of distractingly handsome, Nordic, bagpipes, killed.
Again, yeah.
Foot on my bed right when I wake up.
Yeah. I never gave you keys. I don't need keys. Okay.
Why are you holding ski poles? And then they had me like in my bed doing my physical therapy. And then I immediately went to bar method, which is like, I found myself, but it's all squatty hip stuff. And that's why I recovered so well.
Oh, shit.
I think if you just lay around and then all you do is go on little walks,
That's not going to do anything.
You're not going to come back 100% like I did.
Like you did. Real proud, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so no infection, because it is a big opening.
Right.
And that could be a big problem, because staph infections are...
Yeah.
Staph infections, what the fuck they are.
Yeah, I'm scared of them. Yeah.
Yeah. No, they're not good. They get in there, they're bad.
Have you had one?
I haven't, shockingly. Not yet. Fingers crossed. No.
Well, you keep talking about it. Maybe you can. I believe in this manifesting.
Yeah. I'm really manifesting.
Yeah.
I think does work.
I constantly mention Alzheimer's.
Oh my god! Ow! It's my elbow. I haven't had anything that crazy before.
Yeah.
I just got over, I think, bronchitis. I diagnosed myself. I don't want to go to the doctors. It was very. I'm still kind of coughy, and it wasn't COVID. I got tested 3 times. So I was like, it's something else.
Have you had it?
I have not had COVID.
Oh, good. Wow.
I know.
You're one of the very few.
But
the proud.
I
You're a
must have.
Marine.
It's me. I was in the kilt. I moved your leg.
I knew you looked familiar.
It was me. I think I must have had it, just that it had no symptoms.
Yeah.
Because I tested the entire time. I bought my own like at-home kits. Anytime it was on set, I would have been like testing and stuff. But I'm like, anytime I'm on set, I was on set like 3 times. Anytime I've been on set.
Yeah.
There's been
no more pictures.
Yeah, please.
She's
God.
working. I think probably I had it right in the beginning too, because I was on the road when everyone was like, tape 6-foot squares, keep away from people.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I have to finish these shows. And when I came home, I was sick and had a fever. And I'm like, I'm always getting sick on the road. But it was real mild.
But I think, I don't know, because I think we are always sick on the road. Because I've been on the road, that's why I'm sick right now, because we get run down. The airplane's sick up there.
That's why I still wear the mask on them.
I do too.
Yeah.
I'm never stopping.
Yeah.
It's disgusting on there. The air, that little fucking, there's no air coming out of that hole.
Yeah. And I haven't had a cold in years. Like it works.
Oh, really?
The masks are great.
Masks are great.
Worst story you've ever heard. What's the worst thing you've ever heard? Oh yeah.
Let's get into, what is the worst body thing you've ever heard?
Oh, boy.
There could be more than one.
Yeah, the worst thing.
I feel like it's that video you watched.
Yeah.
Of the manhandling of the hip.
Well, the one that hit me home personally was this guy that had the cobalt in his blood and he couldn't see and all that. Like that was it. There's nothing funny about that.
No, well, these aren't supposed to be funny.
I know.
Pick a funny one.
And I know I was bragging about how I read all the questions.
I know,
and I
now
had
you have no
something
answers.
for all of them. The worst body thing. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's fine.
I
You
should have
really got me excited to ask you the questions, and now you don't know a goddamn thing.
How was it worded in the email, that question?
It was like the worst body thing you've ever seen, heard, someone told you. It could be like an old, like it's also like stories that you could have just read something on the internet. Someone saying this, like, look at this video. Like I'm sure you're skate friends are like, there must be bad skate fails you've seen.
Oh God, I've watched my friend fall and break his femur, and that's the most painful thing you can go through as far as
did it come
bones.
out?
It was very bad. Yeah, it was bent. I don't think it actually broke the skin, but it was clearly from pants. You could see it. One time snowboarding, this guy, Chris Jameson in Bend, we were all snowboarding in the backcountry, and he went off a jump and landed on a Volkswagen-sized rock. And he's like, well, I broke my femur. He said it all calm like that. And this was before cell phones, and we were in the backcountry, and, obviously he's bleeding, even though the bone wasn't. And so I went through the trees. The actual ski area was miles away, but
Oh, my God.
it was across a freeway, and we went there, and someone had to lie and say, yes, the bone is indeed sticking out. When they did find, some skier had a big phone that just, with an antenna, like it was a 1996 phone.
Yeah.
And they did send helicopters. And
Holy fuck.
He would have bled to death in it.
Oh my God.
And then what their other plan was to just send 2 guys on snowmobiles, and they
And
showed
just
up
zip
like
them down.
4 hours later.
Yeah, no.
They came. Where's the guy? He left on a helicopter.
There's a pile of blood.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That was like, as far as experiencing something happen and knowing it was like a deadly situation,
Yeah.
and it was maybe up to me to go. I didn't know they were going to later find, hey, do you have a phone? Sure. Chris, you can come back now. No, I had an
Running
adventure
up the
for
hill,
hours.
holding the snowboard.
I'll save you. I'm putting mud on my face. Nutella. But yeah, they did save him.
Oh shit, is he fine now?
Yeah, he's great.
What is the femur? The top leg?
It's the big one. It's your big bone.
Okay, it's the big
yeah,
one.
it's the big. And
you
there's
don't want that
nothing
one.
humorous about that.
Just silent. I'm gonna take out my laughing and just have you looking at the camera so serious. That's fine. Okay, so those are two very violent stories. Yes. Those are exact examples.
Yeah, but I want to think more
Like
of
of a
mold.
silly one.
Yeah, I guess they're. Oh yeah, my buddy Josh, he got crabs from this girl, and he sprayed a furniture spray for fleas. They were supposed to spray it on couches, and Josh, he did many things like this, like put his pots and pans in a clothes washer. It works, and so did this spray. Sure, he had chemical burns, 1st to 2nd degree chemical burn on his dick and balls.
On his dick and balls.
Your testicle skin is not to be messed with.
No, very sensitive, I feel
Yeah,
like.
I've even accidentally, I don't know how, but gotten facial, something with retinol in it on my balls. It will burn. Yes, it is time for this story to end.
No.
I know, it's
no.
okay. He sprayed this Rid, it's called. It's just for fleas, and it got rid of his crabs. You could see them. We all looked at them. It's very close with
Here's
my
my
friend.
question about crabs. Just fucking shave the fucking hairs off.
He did do that too.
Okay. And they still there?
Yeah, they're just.
What are they doing there still?
What did he?
I don't understand. When
Right.
the hair's gone, they're roaming around doing what?
You're right. He may have, after spraying it with Rid and seeing a couple of, and they do look like little crabs.
Do they?
Yeah, go side to side. They're pixelated. His genitals were.
Yeah. Not the crab. The crabs were in full, very
they're
HD
very
view.
vivid, bright red. They look like little crabs.
They're little Sebastians from Little Mermaid. They are. No, hey, let's bring it back to SpongeBob SquarePants.
They're singing again.
What's his name, Mr. Crab? Yeah. Are they actually okay? So how many did he have? I'm very curious about crabs. Crabs is the one STD that I don't really understand.
Right. It's the one I haven't gotten to know either.
Well, not yet.
One time,
Fingers crossed.
I was dating a girl, and we had been together for not that long, but she's like, called me crying. She's like, I've gonorrhea, and I'm like, oh. So I went to a clinic, and they're like, yeah, you don't seem to have it. And I'm like, well, she does, so let's do the shot anyway.
Yeah.
And as the guy was putting the needle in my ass, I looked at him and I was like, let's put the gon in gonorrhea. And then he laughed and put the needle like in my lower back. He fully, like, why do you laugh and jerk?
Well, yes. Do you laugh?
I know when you're supposed to tell a joke. I want to
Yes.
make him laugh as he's doing it, but I didn't think he was going to fucking juice me up in the kidney.
You didn't think it was going to do that well.
No.
You thought there was going to be a light laugh. You
So
didn't
I
want it
got
to be a
2
big laugh.
shots that day.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And no gonorrhea.
No,
That's
no,
good. That's
never-
lucky to
yeah,
have
yeah.
sex with somebody who had it and then not get it.
Yeah. That's happened to me a lot.
I've had that with chlamydia before. Someone's like, I have it. And I was like, fuck you. And then I tested. I was like, no.
Yeah, that's how you are with COVID too. You know what?
That's it.
Yeah, you're a chosen person.
That's it. Maybe I just have head crabs, but they're the clear ones. And I just
head crabs. I don't know what those are, but I don't like that you invented them.
I've had crab. Okay. What?
Oh, I thought you said head crabs.
No.
Gotcha.
I'm coughing and choking and I'm disgusting right now. Have you ever dealt with 911? I feel like you've had some 911 calls. I haven't asked the story in a while.
Yeah, I called 911 on myself, sort of. We went to a party. My friend that was driving, this was a long time ago. His girlfriend lived in this house, and these dudes came out, and they were older. They were already in college. This was when I was like 17, and they just started punching us. And my mom always gave me pepper spray. She was like, here's your next, and you can hold it like a roll of quarters and spray while punching someone. That was my mom's
That's
idea.
a good move.
Yeah. My mom was a very violent woman.
Yeah.
She put keys through a guy's cheek once.
Really?
Yeah, she was funny. But that's where I get it. Anyway, I sprayed. The stuff is amazing. Everyone should have pepper spray. And you know how to use it. Everyone's worried. Well, don't you mace yourself? That's what it.
You've never.
No, it was a perfect line, and it got these fuckers right in the eyes, and then they started screaming and crying. And I'm like, oh my God, I blinded these guys. So I called 911 and the fire department showed up. And they're like, yeah, we were coming to pick up my friend's girlfriend and these guys started punching us. And so I sprayed them. And he's like, yeah, that's what I would have done. See you later. Like he just said we could go. We didn't have to wait for cops or anything.
Oh, that's
I
so
was
funny.
basically congratulated by a fireman.
Thank you so much.
We all respect. And that was the one. That's the one that pops out.
Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I have pepper spray. I've never used it.
It works great.
Okay.
And it's fun.
Is it fun?
And it only lasts for a little while.
Oh,
Yeah,
then your
so
eyes
you're
are
just
fine.
you're fucking up someone's day, and it's like, you'll be fine in 10 minutes. Don't try and stab me next time.
Yeah. That's the problem. They should have been stabbing first.
Yeah, it seems like it's not like a tough guy thing to have pepper spray, but I got it right now.
Do you actually have right now?
Nah, it's a vape.
Ooh, cool. Cool guy.
Hey, how's it
He's got
going?
a soiled banana and a vape. What
Thinking
doesn't this
about
guy do?
opening a hookah bar. Hoop hookah.
A hoop bar.
You play basketball and you smoke out of
Yeah. And you poop.
hoops and hoop.
And you poops and you poop. That banana, in my opinion, is far overdue.
For an eating?
Oh yeah, it's no. I mean, like it's way past.
I know.
How, like, are you gonna eat a bruised banana?
Well, I was thinking about eating it on camera and for audio purposes.
Well,
'cause-
here's my problem here. I really have an issue with bruised bananas.
Yeah.
So I almost want you to eat it because I might gag, and that's real. What's that called? ASMR. That's some crazy
No,
ASMR.
I
You
understand.
chewing?
I think bananas are disgusting. I think everyone secretly does. They got those dick veins. They turn to mush. All you think about third grade, someone opening their mouth. You see what a banana becomes in someone's mouth. You want to not live on this earth anymore. I understand, but I just kind of got used to them. But one time at a church function, I used to go there because they fed you on Wednesdays.
Hey, I went to church on Wednesdays.
Yeah, it was like after school. My mom was not like a passionate chef.
Okay.
We just had a thing of tofu. It's hard to be vegan in Montana in the early 90s. But this kid, the pastor of this church, and I told him, like, I've never read the Bible, not sure I believe in this stuff. They're like, it's okay. It was that kind of a church.
Yeah.
But one day they had all these bananas on a tarp, and this kid's
Tarp.
Yeah, it was like laid out. I think they bound his hands, and it's like, or he was blindfolded, and he had to roll around and eat as many bananas as possible. And he just started vomiting. It was straight that pie contest scene from Stand By Me. He just vomiting stew. There was like everything but bananas. It's like, why is it not bananas coming out of him? Because he's eating all these bananas.
What a weird game to play at church.
But that's
That's
kind
what
of
I'm taking from this story.
it's
odd.
What kind of a cool church does that, though? You know what? We're going to lay down a tarp and you're all eating bananas. I'm like, I went to the Church of Jackass. Like, if I think about that stuff, I think it's kind of awesome, actually.
I mean, are we all sharing the same bananas? So if one went into someone's mouth and went back out, then somebody else would go back to the banana?
I think I don't remember that part.
Okay, well, that seems like a part you need to remember.
Put
Like
the
fresh
big part
bananas?
with a blindfold, you had to peel it. I think they didn't
What?
think beyond. You have to peel the banana with your mouth and get a banana in your mouth. But he was just killing it, like eating banana, and I think just the peel and everything. So of course he vomited.
Yeah, this is vomited. This is a bizarre church.
Yeah, it was. It was
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
And everyone was having sex. It was a I don't know.
With the bananas. If you didn't get the banana peel off in time, you put the banana inside you. That's how it went. Okay, well now you're saying your mom was
It was called Chug It or Plug It. Okay.
May the Lord be with you. And then that's how you-
Amen.
Amen.
How they lube you.
Did your mom tell you weird things growing up? Like
About
like body stuff to be like weird warning stuff then?
Oh, yeah. I just remember growing up with the ones your friends give you. Like, if you smell your hand and it smells like peanut butter, you have cancer. So you go like that. And then they hit your hand so hard that your nose bleeds. And it's like, you can't get mad. You slapped your own face.
That's so
Like that.
That's so
Also,
stupid.
it did smell like peanut butter. Am I going to die? They're like, you don't get the point. I was trying to punch your face.
Well, why did your hand smell like peanut butter? That
I
might be
just
bigger
ate a
problem.
sandwich, but still, is that canker? Yeah. I didn't know how to talk.
Is that a canker?
Yeah, the classic. Yeah, your TV will make you go blind. No, it won't. But I do think I have these glasses because of 2 years of just looking at my phone for entertainment, only to look away and talk to my houseplants.
Do you?
I was lonely.
You don't think it was getting older? Your eyeballs
Right.
hit.
That's
I
what
feel like-
everyone says, and they've convinced me. This
Yeah,
isn't
yeah.
cobalt. This isn't looking at your phone. The minute you're like 45, 46, your eyes. I just have always been, I've impressed people with, see that thing far away?
okay.
Can you read that? You can't? I can. That's what I've done my whole life.
Okay.
Shown off my long-sightedness.
I feel like I did
farsighted.
that too because I always brag that I have 20/20.
Yeah.
So wait, when the eye thing happened, was it like immediate or was it like gradually got?
That's why
fuzzy?
it scared me. It was like one day I'm like, I think there's Vaseline on my eyeballs. Why are things blurry? It immediately happened. But
Oh.
and
Like
if
when
you
I
watch
don't like that. Like when
this
you wake
bleeding
up.
edge doc, people were calling me. It's like, hey, you're Birmingham hip resurfacing. People that know me well knew exactly the hip, and it has. When things go south, when your body's like, fuck this piece of metal, and that's if you have a staph infection or anything, then these little microscopic pieces of cobalt end up in your blood, and it'll jack your brain up, and your eyes go wonky.
Oh God!
Can't ride a bike anymore, and no one cares about you. But
That really took a drastic turn.
yeah, you die alone,
Oh,
and you have
God.
to plan your own funeral at the last minute.
That's what happens. You
but
can't see because your eyes are all crossed.
I felt better when I went back to my surgeon. I'm like, have you seen this documentary? And he's like, I'm so goddamn tired of hearing about the bleeding edge. Your hip is perfect.
Okay.
And he showed me the x-ray, and he said, you're in your mid-40s. That's why you need glasses. And then I quit thinking about it.
Okay.
But for
that
a while,
is
I was
bad
freaking-
timing, though.
Yes.
To see that thing come out. And
yeah,
that's,
you're
that's the
exactly
problem.
right. It was why am I hearing about this 2 weeks later?
Yeah. There was this cream I used. I had HPV, doesn't matter. And I used this like crazy cream that they're like, oh yeah, it kills the thing. And then it ended up having the reverse effect. It was like 3rd-degree burns on my skin. And then I went online, started reading about it, and every article was like, don't use it. It's acid on your skin. I was like, how did no one tell me about this before? Well, I'm just smearing this fucking cream everywhere, just slopping it around. And people were using it for like skin cancer, but they were like, it kills HPV. So people were like, there was like photos of people's arms that they had been rubbing on, and it was just like fucking blisters and open sores. And I was like, what
Jesus.
the fucking hell?
And
Like,
it's
that
foreskin for
it's
humans.
foreskin, yeah.
I don't. It's for your foreskin.
No.
Thank God we got. That's a reason to circumcise. Circus size.
Circuit size.
Big,
Oh, circus size.
yeah.
Big honk.
Yeah.
Elephant trunk.
The kids and elephants love it.
Yeah.
No.
It's picking up peanuts.
Oh man, if my penis could do that.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Just a big urethral opening with
yeah.
teeth. Oh, sorry.
Have you ever seen that much foreskin before? Where I feel like it could pick up? I've seen.
In videos, yeah, but never like in the.
Oh, but they also show these videos. They're like, hey, after you finish watching this hit video, here's this guy's massive foreskin on YouTube. There probably is videos.
It quickly goes to medical or
yeah.
erotic cartoon. Yeah, it depends. Watch those side windows.
We should have this clip animated. because I feel like it would
Oh,
really
yeah.
show more of
Imagine
a long...
all the-
Do people get foreskin put on?
Oh, like a cod piece or a merkin?
Yeah, but like they get extra, like they instead of getting like that would make your penis look bigger. If someone's that self-conscious with a penis.
Yeah,
Am I
if
making
for
this up, or is
whatever
this a real
reason,
thing?
like religions that don't circumcise, like you convert later on, you got to get a fake foreskin. So let's forget about the snippety snip of your Christian parents who you no longer talk to.
Let's get a little fake, just an extra piece.
Yeah.
What's a cod piece? That's like a
It's
thing
called
that
calamari. It's just a piece of unbreaded calamari. Slide that baby on.
Yeah.
It's like a nice
And there's a little
tuxedo
tzatziki there for you.
Yummy. Who wants snacks, ladies?
Actually, that would be pretty good if there was a bit of tzatziki down there. I'd suck that off.
I hate when
Dip it in there.
things you were talking about that stuff was for your skin. For a while, I was getting I did on a show I was working on. I got myself like waxed all over as a. I don't know. It was kind of funny, but it was very painful. But then I was addicted to it. I thought that
Really?
if you kept yanking out your butt and taint, all that, I'm not too worried about the front. I'm wearing a merkin.
Yeah.
But
You now missed all the hair.
the misconception is if you keep yanking it out, it eventually doesn't grow back, or it grows back light,
believe that.
and wispy and golden like a Trump comb over. But it just kept coming back with a
exact
vengeance.
same, yeah.
So they have Nair for men that are for, it says for men, put it on your pubic hair.
Okay.
It burnt, my skin was peeling off. That's what it's for.
No, it burns.
But do not put Nair for men on your testicle hair.
Don't put Nair anywhere. Nair is bad.
It's
it literally
bad.
It smells like burning skin.
It was smelling like burning.
Yeah.
Chemical burning.
Chemical burning. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I can't believe it's still on the market.
I can't believe it's butter.
I can't believe it isn't.
Wait. Okay. Did you not love the butt wax though?
Yeah, that is less painful.
Yes.
It's just the front.
The front kills. The front, when people are down there doing it, when women are doing it all the time, like, what the fuck
Yeah.
are you,
I
crazy?
seriously have had it done like 15 times.
That's too many
I was
times.
going for a while. Not in a week's time.
Were you slipping down a lot of slip and slides? You need to get more.
I don't know. I thought it would look good. I was like,
It doesn't look
I'm
good.
being
Bare penis?
Yeah.
Spooky.
There was a time where I was quite sexually adventurous and active. And during that time,
You wanted
I was
slip-
waxing everything off.
Okay, like an old porn star.
Now that I've
Old-
grown to like myself and
Okay.
only talk to my houseplants. Jungle City. Welcome to it. Fun and games.
That's the problem, is that you showed up to the Magic Castle with no pants on. He's like, you can't wear those pants here, sir.
What about this perfect, nice pair of hair shorts?
And there's a jizz stain on them.
Yeah, it's bound to happen.
Oh, good God. Okay, I had another question in my head about something. Do we have any other stories, Meg? I wanted to read another fun story from the audience. People have been sending in.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah. I think someone just sent me one recently, and I should have
do
pulled
it.
this up. If you're listening, send in the stories, for God's sakes. StephInfection@gmail.com or the link tree. Should have pulled this up beforehand. Let me.
It's a good
You got
idea
one.
to be interactive.
It's really interactive here.
Yeah.
This one here.
Okay, you got one.
Is that a kegger?
Did I read the kicker one?
No, you haven't read that one.
Okay, text me over. Waxing, I hate. I'm not doing it anymore, and I think men should keep some hair down there.
Right. I
I
started.
think everyone should keep some hair down there.
It was just a phase I was going through. Now I'm like, let's be normal and just trim it up, you know?
Let's be normal.
Yeah. They started marketing these little shavers that are just for like manscapers or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Although,
a trim's nice. Hey,
yeah, until it just pinches and you're bleeding, it's like, hey,
it
this
bleeds
is
a lot down there.
Yeah, I
Thin
don't.
skin.
Yeah, worse than an ear.
yeah. Do you have ears pierced?
No, one time I was babysitting this kid, and I think I threw a ball and it hit his head, and he's crying, and his dad was like in his shop. And I was like, oh, don't cry, don't cry. Hey! And I started juggling. I threw a ball up. It hit the light fixture, and a piece of glass went into my ear. And blood started squirting out to my heart rate. And then the kid started laughing. He's like, bloody clown, man. Bloody clown, man. You're a bloody clown, man. He almost became an Olympic skier, that kid.
Really? I was gonna say that kid's got a sick sense of humor now.
Early trauma will motivate a kid
yeah.
to ski straight and parallel.
Yeah. And now the only way he laughs is if he watches an open heart surgery live. Take me to the hospital. I need a laugh. There's no other way.
He was only 2 years old.
Oh my God, you fucked him up.
Yeah.
You screwed
Why
him.
was I responsible for a baby? I was like 13.
Yeah, what the hell's that?
Oh, what if the
babysat a
glass
kid
hit
once.
that baby? Oh, let's just be
no.
happy that didn't
Let's
happen.
just be happy. I babysat a kid once, and we made a slide off of couch cushions, and she was so happy into it. And then
Yeah.
I went to catch her at the bottom, and my finger went so far into her eyeball, like I felt it go up, and I was like, oh my god, and then I was like, and I have an eyeball
Was
problem.
her eye askew?
No, her eye was fine, but I get grossed out. So I was like, and then she noticed I was upset, so she started crying, and then I was like, oh my god! And then her parents came back. She's like, okay, I'm like, yeah, her eyes are a little red, and I just laughed. And I was like, it was fine, but it went like it
God.
went in. Scary.
Are we going too long? I have an eye thing and I want to tell you it.
No, tell me it, and I'm gonna freak out. Tell me it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh God.
I was in college. I was in sculpture, and we were casting these wax sculptures in a box of sand, and then you had to pour molten metal in there. It would displace the wax, and you have like a bronze or aluminum statue. So I was waiting for the guys to pour it in. They both have molten metal, and I'm poking holes with it was like a welding rod. It's just a thin, rigid piece of metal. And they're coming over to pour the metal in, so I'm poking holes so the steam will... And then I went to pick it up, and this metal thing went in between... It moved my eye to the side. I stood up. It's fucking hanging out.
No.
And I just pulled it out, and my eyeball was fine. It just scooted aside, and I scratched the back of, like, my socket. And I went, I had to go get it washed out, but I am so lucky that I didn't shish kebab. I'm sorry.
Ooh, that's
a bad thing.
That's bad.
It like just...
How are you not remembering any of these now? You're like, oh, by the way, a metal rod was jammed into my eye socket.
We can edit out when I was dumb. But it's the same as, like, be it a babysitter's finger or a piece of metal. Like, it's...
What were they doing?
Imagine-
I would have fainted if you went.
Everyone, you know what they did? I remember they all screamed and ran away. Like, these are just students.
Yeah.
They're gentle artists. They're like, plug their ears. I don't know why. If you see, you ever see something so awful, you plug your ears and scream? Because of your own scream, I guess.
Did you have to go to that eye washing station?
Oh, yeah. It
I've
was
never
so
seen one of those
traumatic.
being used before. Ooh.
And the sculpture guy, he was like a welder guy. He was real calm, and he's like, it's okay. It seems like your eye's okay. I think it just went next to your eye. I'm looking at your eye. It's fine. You have to go get your eye washed out. And that was what they power washed my eye, and I had like a black eye afterward. Like I don't think that was the worst part. Is they fucking went to town on it.
Like, open it up. Why am I asking? I can't ask any more questions.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, I haven't even talked about all the cameras I've had shoved up my urethra. Okay, anyway.
Oh, yeah,
it
that
doesn't-
I can handle. That it's the eyeball
because
stuff.
it doesn't imagine your urethra.
No, I'd be fucked up to have my urethra opened up like that. I'm terrified.
Yeah,
I'm
it's awful.
terrified.
It's okay. We have to go do that stuff.
We have to go do that. Yeah, you have to go get checked for prostate, right?
Yeah, it's time. It's
It's
that
time. Is it 40? I thought 40 was the time.
I've been doing prostate stuff since my mid-20s. Yeah.
Everyone should. I feel like it's less likely for guys to do it in the States, but in Canada, I know that. I think you go earlier, also because our healthcare is way fucking better.
Yeah,
but I'm like,
yeah.
I don't know, because now they're saying for women to have
Colonoscopy?
what's it called? Test like every 3 years, like a swabby swab. What the
Pap smear?
Pap smear.
Yeah.
Every 3 years. I'm like, it should be every year. Stuff can happen. Stuff builds up down there. We should be going every fucking year and getting looked at.
Yeah. God.
I'm going to start working for the health system.
Yeah.
And demanding this.
Yeah.
The health system. That's what I know it's called. The health system.
Yeah.
Let me read
Health
another
system calling.
horrific story. I'm not going to sleep thinking of that fucking rod sticking out of your eyeball.
It was awful.
Doug Smith. He did an eyeball thing.
It was
worst story
pointy
of my
at the
life.
end, too.
Oh my God.
But think about an eyeball here on the tip. Like, how hard it would be to stab it. It would just
Why
be...
were you wearing goggles?
Oh, because there was no... I mean, I should have been. Because of molten metal splashing, maybe. I'm like,
Yeah,
what are
that-
the chances of that? I'm not going to stick my face once they're pouring it.
But
The last minute, like,
You got
I was like,
luck.
oh, I forgot. I had to poke air holes in this thing. Oh, they're coming. Pick up. I couldn't... If I need to wear goggles, and I should wear them all day, because you never know when a wire's coming at you.
And you had 20/20 vision all those years with that fucking violent
Yeah.
Broad.
That was real lucky. That is one of the things I think about that I'm like, oh, I should be.
I'm buying goggles the second I leave here today now. I'm terrified. Oh, okay. Here we go. Was at a kegger at 18. Cops came as we all ran. We had to scale a 6-foot chain link fence. On my way down, I fell wrong and dislocated my knee. It was completely off to the side in a way a leg should never bend. I grabbed it in pain and snapped it back. I then army rolled under a bush and didn't get caught. I insisted to my friends I'd be okay, but they wanted to take me to ER. I proceeded to drink for a couple more hours, and I'd forgot my knee was fucked, so it kept dislocating. This literally sounds like fucking Audrey from the last episode we did. I finally let them take me to the ER at 4 a.m. Told the doc I did it playing football. Had to have surgery, and luckily I was still on my parents' insurance. They knew what happened. Second story. That was a quick one.
Wow.
That was very simple. I thought there'd be more details to that. Turns out, don't know what the surgery was for.
Had to go back for the kneecap or something.
That's it.
Yeah.
And the story's finished.
He just wanted to show off that he couldn't do army rolls.
Yeah. That's really. I'm very quiet when cops come by. Why would the cops not look under the bush? There was no like, oopsies. Okay. Second story. I was 13, walked to a Casey's gas station and smoked cigarettes with a friend behind the store. After walking back, we had to cross a highway with a speed limit of 55. I hate where this is going. We crossed halfway and then both got hit.
This is just...
Yeah, this story. Why didn't we open with this one? She got hit head on and I was hit by the corner. She was in real bad shape. She went into the windshield and then flew off on the gravel and wasn't moving. She had to be flighted out. This was out in front of a bar, so these drunks came out trying to help. The car was a lowrider with extended wheels. I got hit by the tire. It ripped my pants off.
Wow.
Sexy. Oh, excuse me. That's so mean.
Is it showing his knee without the cap on it?
Yeah.
Same guy?
Is it showing the crabs or not? My skin off. Oh my God. Ripped my pants off, my skin off, and my Doc Marten sandals apart. It threw me in the air and I came down on the trunk and then on the ground.
Wow.
I didn't break any bones, thankfully, but I have a crazy scar from the tire. My friend broke bones in her face, her collarbone, shoulder, and both bones in her lower leg.
Wow.
She also had chunks of skin missing from the glass.
Oh, wow.
So she had to have skin grafts.
You know where he went wrong? Doc Marten
I was going to say Doc Marten sandals. Yeah,
Sorry.
that's. I was going to be like, that seems like. I didn't know they made sandals. That is fucking. There was a girl in my high school who, rest in peace. She apparently it was something bad happened in her car, and she tried to get away from this guy, and then she ran into traffic and did not survive.
Oh no!
No, not good. Don't be running. I saw a homeless guy in the middle of the 110 last week, standing in the middle holding a bucket, and I called the police. I was like 911. I'm like, there's a crazy man, and then he goes, let me guess, ripped jeans. I go, yeah, ripped jeans. He goes, yeah, we're coming on it. I'm like, don't be so casual.
That's just Jerry.
Jerry got the old bucket out again. Yeah, he's crab fishing again.
Yeah,
He
like
crabs
it's
out again.
Mayberry. There's that same guy in town they always have to throw into jail.
Yeah,
He was like
yeah. That's
one of the
same.
main characters. They have those in LA. Yeah, I've had guys try and leap into the
scary.
street. It happened on my way back to Venice. This guy just jumped. I almost killed a guy.
Oh, God.
And it was his decision.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
glad.
I'm glad.
Thank you for writing that in. I'm glad you guys both fucking survived. Shit. Yeah, skin grafts like that are fucked.
Yeah, that's so scary.
I would definitely take my gut skin to put wherever instead of, we want to get rid of that gut.
Yeah.
If anybody needs skin grafting, let me know. I got a gut and I got extra skin. If anyone, I'll donate it right now. You need a big piece.
And if
I'm
you
your
just
gal.
need little foreskin patches,
I'm also your gal.
I'm your guy. Yeah.
He's got a lot of foreskin.
it's just calamari. Oh, God.
On that note, thank you so much for coming on, Chris Fairbanks.
Oh,
I'm very
of course.
happy. Where can the people find you?
ChrisFairbanks.com. I have tour dates coming up for May and March,
Oh, good.
but not April.
May and
And
March.
March
I like
is
the way
for
you're doing it. May
March
and
and May.
March. Okay, I was like,
I'm doing
weird.
it back. Yeah, it's expensive. I have to get a time machine, but that's the tour. May and then March. But yeah, ChrisFairbanks.com for tickets on those.
We got to end this because I can't watch him eat this banana because the eye story and the banana in one episode, I'm going to fucking throw up.
Just stick it right in my...
No!
I figured out. Ooh.
Oh, God. Thank you for listening. Thank you for writing your stories and keep writing them in, please. Watch the full episode on YouTube. Follow the Instagram, Steph Tolev Podcast. And that's that, and there it is. Good night.